Today we're breaking down something every young person should know. Should you go for that fancy car, or should you buy the reasonable one?
First of all, let's talk about how you're actually making money. Chances are, if you're watching this, you're probably working a customer service job, working off tips, and there's nothing wrong with that because everyone starts somewhere. So the real question isn't, how much money am I willing to spend on this car? It's, how much hours of my life am I willing to trade for it?
So let's start with what most people focus on, the monthly car payment.
For the typical Starbucks job making $15 an hour, you would have to work 96 hours just to afford the car payment for the brand new car.
Before taxes, before gas, before insurance, that's just the car payment.
But this is what people don't know. Everything is fake. It's all rented or bought or made with sponsorships. None of it's real.
But the richest people on the planet, they drive Hondas.
But I didn't want to be an influencer. I wanted to be smart with my money.
But didn't you want the new one?
Of course I wanted the new, shiny $60,000 car, but instead I chose the used 2012 $14,000 car.
But why?
Well, I have to pay attention to a lot of things, like insurance, depreciation, my car payment, and what if I scratch it?
Like this?
Then I looked at closing costs, which are all the fees you pay up front.
Wait, $60?
$60 because when you buy from a private owner in Arizona, it's a lot less expensive. You don't pay sales tax. That almost $5,000 difference is a senior trip, a Caribbean cruise, almost 312 Starbucks drinks. Insurance on a new car? Way higher.
Because if you wreck it, the insurance company has to replace a $60,000 car, not a $14,000 car.
New car, higher bill. Here's the crazy part. Want to know what happens the second you drive that new car off the lot?
It becomes a used car.
And it loses 30% of its value immediately. Aww. But my car, it was already a used car. So the previous owner took that hit, not me.
That's 6 trips to Guam or buying a giraffe.
This is where it really gets interesting. Opportunity cost.
What's opportunity cost?
It's what you could have done with the money instead of spending it on the new car. The difference between my car and a new one? Over $40,000. Check out what happens if I invested that $45,000 instead. And here's the thing, both cars do the same job. They both get me to school, they both get me to work.
Let's talk about something that nobody wants to think about. What happens if you lose your job?
If you've got that $1,400 payment and you lose your job for even a few months?
You could lose the car. And with a new car, the chances are you would owe way more than it's worth.
With my used car, if something happened, I could probably just sell it and break even.
A lower payment means more flexibility and more breathing room.
And I'm not gonna lie, the maintenance on the old one is way higher, about $1,200. And on the new one, it's only about $300, just enough for an oil change. The used car was still way cheaper overall. Look, I get it. The new car is shinier, it's prettier. It's what everybody wants.
You yourself are worth somewhere in the vicinity of $9 or $10 billion today. I only say that because I've got a follow-up question.
Okay.
What's with the Honda?
This is a perfectly good car.
But the richest people in the world don't get rich by looking rich.
They get rich by being smart with their money.
Mark Zuckerberg drives a Honda, and Warren Buffett still lives in the same house that he bought in 1958.
And you know what? I'm okay with that. Because while my friends are working overtime to afford car payments, what I've learned from this experience is it's way smarter to just save the money for my future.
If this made you think any differently about buying a car, hit the subscribe button.
Wonderful. See you next week.